Okay, time to finish up our newsletter. This will be our last installment on this. We are done with the first page. So what we need to do is, for consistency purpose, we have our nameplate at the top of the first page, but on the second page we kind of need something similar to a header. It's not going in the header, but we need something that runs across the top of the second page, similar to what we have at the top of the first page. Now, it won't be as pronounced, it won't be as big, but it will give the same information. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and put our cursor at the beginning of the second page. Now, we need to create some space at the top of that page, so I'm going to enter down one time. I also need to break this up into two sections. This information that we're going to have at the top of the second page is going to go in its own section. So with my cursor still sitting right here, I'm going to go ahead and put in a continuous section break. So just go to breaks, go on down to continuous, put in a continuous section break. Okay. Now we're going to click up on this line, and we need another break in here because we need a break before it also. And so we'll go back to breaks, and we're going to put in another continuous section break. Now you may not be able to see it, but there's a little break right up here. Okay? So now we're back down on this line right here. This is a new section. We're going to format this section for one column. So it goes all the way across like that. Now, to do this, we want to change the style. Right now, this is set up for our heading 2 style. We're going to change the style. We're going to change it to no spacing. Just get rid of all formatting. We're going to need to set some tab settings. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set a centering tab, and that centering tab goes right here. Then we're going to set a right align tab, and the right align tab goes over on the far right. That. So now we type our text in. This was issue 1. Hit your tab key. We type in the name, okay, Web Club, and then tab again. Now, we need to insert the date the same way we did on the first line. So I'm going to go to Insert, Date or Time. Let's make sure that we have the correct format. Update automatically. Hit OK. And then we're going to hit Enter one time, just to create a little bit of space. So we're going to come back now and select this. We're going to go ahead and set it for Times New Roman. We're going to set it to 12-point text. But then we want to come in and we want to take this text and we want to make it larger. We want to emphasize it. So I'm going to use the same color, and I'm going to bump the size up. I'm going to make it 16-point and bold. Okay? We'll select our line, and we're going to go add another bottom border, just like we did on the first page. So set it for 3 points, set the color, and apply it to the bottom. Hit OK. So now this has this mainly set up so we can get a good view of what it's going to look like. Now, I still have this space down here at the bottom, and I want to use up that space with an image. So I'm going to insert a picture in here. So let's go insert an image. It'll be an online picture. We're going to type in modem. Okay, so we're going to put a modem in there. Let's see. This one will work right here. So I'll put a modem in here. I'm going to change the wrapping. I'm going to go ahead and set it for tight. And then I'm going to kind of drag it up here into my screen. And I'll just resize it. Kind of like that. Okay. And backspace and get rid of that paragraph. So now we have this thing kind of set up, taking up pretty much the whole page. One last thing that we're going to add to this is a border that goes around the outside of the whole page. Okay? And so to do this, what we'll need to do is we can go to Design. We can go to Borders and Shading, actually. And then make sure you're on the page border. Okay, so this is going to go around the outside of the page. Now you can use one of your styles in here, or you can go down to Art. So let me find a piece of art that'll work. This will work. Now, this gives the size of it right here. You can kind of change that if you want to. You go to your options. You can tell it where to be. It can be always in front. I'm going to take that off. Okay. I can also tell it how far I want it away from the margins. Okay. And so when I hit OK, again, now we have text that's all around our page. I shouldn't say text, but this border that goes all around our page. So now we're going to go double click up in our header and set it for right alignment and type your name in. We'll also include a web club. Now, you may notice that this is sitting on top of it. Well, we can kind of fix that. So let's go back to our borders and shading for a moment. Make sure you're on your page border. Go to your options. Okay? So this is how much space you have from the margins. So if I go at the top and I go up to 31, oops, wrong direction. Sorry. Try that again. Let's reduce that down about 18. Okay, there we go, and we're done.